We are live. Okay, cool. Everything seems to be working. I just need to get my headphones in. I had to restart the stream, unfortunately. I had a bit of a kerfuffle there. I hope that doesn't create any issues. Gotta love technical problems. I'm currently trying to fix an issue with the latency on the stream, and I'm trying to cut it down. So there's less of a delay between chat and what's going on screen, so I can keep up with it a little better. But we're going to test, see how it works. Hopefully some people start trickling in, and I can talk to someone about it and actually see if it's any better. But we'll see. I'm going to make one quick update, though, while I have the chance. I don't know why this isn't automatic, or why I can't save this. I just wanted to have it constantly saved what game I'm playing. Is there an option to save this? Alright, there we go. Hi, good morning. How's it going? Just got started. Woke up only a little while ago. I slept in. Oops. Didn't mean to sleep in. Oh, great. Awesome. Good timing. Seems like we both had good timing today. Very good, very good. I could... Actually, maybe you could do me a favor. I'm testing something to see if it cuts down on the delay between me talking and the stream happening. That makes sense. I'm going to clap my hands. And all I need you to do is just type something in the chat. Like, type clap in the chat as soon as you hear the clap. And we're going to see how that comes out. Okay, that's way better. Excellent. I was dealing with like a 12 to 15 second delay. That was maybe 3 seconds. Great. Thank you. Much appreciated. So, now it's time to come up with a plan for today. My resin is capped. What am I spending my resin on? What am I spending my resin on? This is a good question. What am I missing? So, plan for today right now is just kind of do what I can to help the Qiqi team out. Get it as buffed as I can. Because tomorrow, when the new patch drops, at least I think it's supposed to be tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's tomorrow, but I'm going to guess it's tomorrow. 5 hours before a new patch. Yeah, I won't be playing until tomorrow, but whenever that new patch drops, I'm going to be living inside that new domain for the new artifact set. Like, I'm going to be living there for a little while, so I want to get as much as I can done today for Qiqi, so I don't have to stress about it so much. But we will cross that bridge. So I can't do books, so no books. Can I... Man, this is hard. I don't know what I need to do. Like, weapons are fine. Artifacts are fine. Talents are not fine. Oh. I think I know what I need to do today. Who am I farming in the new domain? It's going to be for Dia. I want that new HP set, because I think that's going to be really bomb on my Dia. Pretty sure. Like, in theory, it should be better than what I'm doing. So, I have a good feeling about it. Okay, I did realize what I need to farm today, though. If you look in the top right corner of my screen, you'll notice how much more I have right now. And I think something needs to be done about that. Yeah. I'm a little bit on the broke side. Yes, I have 2 Mora to my name, which is 1 more than Mona. Mona only has 1 coin. I have 2. But that's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna just condense all my resin today and just let's get money. Oh right, I can't even condense my resin. I'm too poor. Okay. We'll do this the old-fashioned way. All right, let's roll. Oh, I'm gonna do let's go to Sumu. Let's get Sumeru money. I can't even condense my resin. I'm so poor. Oh my goodness. What have I done? Alright, well, we'll make money. It's gonna be fine. I spent all my resin on money, and it'll be fine. I hope. I think I'm set up for the physical team right now on an FYI. Let's see how this was doing. Yeah. So this is a physical healing hybrid build. This one's pretty good, actually. I like this build. By the way, this is Royal PBJ, if you hadn't noticed. Weirdly enough, I did notice. I did, in fact, notice. And the only reason I noticed... Oh, I noticed yesterday, actually. Or I think it was yesterday. I noticed I had a comment from you. So, I always do my thing. I go through all the comments that I get on the videos. I try to reply to everything and see what's, read everything. And then I saw that you had another reply, but the name was different. And hello, Nikki. How are you doing today? So, yes, I did know that you changed your name. And I was pretty sure it was you. I had to make sure. I wanted to make sure, though. I am strangely observant at times. As in, I notice very specific and very strange things. It's like the little things I notice. It is going well, Nikki. How are you doing? And also, I have good news. I think I might have lowered the latency on my stream a little more, so there should be less of a delay now. Initial tests look good. I can see that lag is much lower. Yes! Feels good. Feels really good, actually. I can actually talk to people and not be, like, in, like, a future conversation. Hello, Pita Chip. How is life treating you, Pita Chip? Honestly, I didn't even know you could run an Amora. Yeah, you know what? You're not the first person to tell me that. I messaged a friend of mine with my screenshot of my 2 Mora and a picture of Mona. And his only reaction was just the number 2. Bolded. He was just 2. I was like, that's fair. Oh god, excuse me. So yes, I made the executive decision that I'm farming Mora today because I'm broke. I went to go condense my resin. You missed this part. I went to go condense my resin to speed up the process. And then I realized I couldn't condense my resin because I was too broke. Did you know that condensing your resin costs money?
Faster? Okay, faster.
It costs 100 Mora per condensed. Just beautiful. Well, I knew that. I'm sure I realized it. But you never think about it, right? It's like you're never going to be like, oh yeah, I have to worry about my 100 Mora to condense my resin. Until you're like me and you're at 2. Must be a joke. I'm too rich to understand. And hello, hello, Imno. Oh boy, give me a second. I want to pronounce this correctly.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Imnotacat. Imnotacat? I'm gonna go with Imnotacat. How you doing? How's life treating you? How's business? So yes, I also also worth noting with the chat the stream delay reduced. I have to get used to chat moving a little bit faster. I'm not a cat. You know what? Now that I'm reading it and having it there, that makes sense. That tracks. But I will say that a cat on the internet, that is exactly what they would say. So I'm skeptical at best. Because as far as I know, you may still be a cat. The original attempt was better. Changed my mind. Look, all I'm saying is that if I was a cat on the internet, I would tell people that I'm not a cat. Just saying.
There is no escape. Never. Fate is upon you. The shadows of...
He knows too much. That is true. I do, in fact, know too much. I have an approximate knowledge of many things. Yes, you're just in time to farm Mora. You missed the best part when I logged in and realized I had 2. 2 Mora. Just 2. Sounds like something a cat would say. I'm telling you, I'm onto something. But yeah, so today is Farm Mora Day. Because I broke myself. I didn't need to break myself yesterday, but I did. Because I have issues. Someone said that the lowest amount of Mora they had was 17. I believe it was. I want to say it was Pita Chip, but someone said that. My immediate gut reaction was like, "Well, I can get lower than that," and I ended on 2. It was Pita Chip. I remember things. My short-term memory is really bad, but my long-term memory is really good. But it's a crapshoot if anything goes into long-term memory or not. You got them beat. Thank you. Oh yeah, so physical hybrid healing Qiqi works pretty good. This is actually working better than I expected. Yeah, I know I'm just doing the, what do you call them, the ley lines, but that little, like... I'm noticing the damage difference, though, between doing raw physical and physical healing. Are you going to try Star Rail? I was thinking about it, honestly. Because I do like turn-based RPGs. Like, they're kind of my jam. Like, I tell people I was raised on turn-based RPGs. It's basically the kind of games I grew up with, so... maybe right now. I did sign up for the, like the not the pre-installation, but the pre-sign-up for it. I'm going to see, how I feel about it when it comes out. It's not out yet, is it? I think it should be coming out soon. Pre-registration. Thank you, Pita Chip. But, yeah. It is April 26th. So, towards the end of the month. Okay, I didn't think it was out yet, but... But I was not sure. But, I'll probably try it. So if it's April 26th, that would be... let me open up my calendar real quick. Oh my god, my throat is so dry. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. That would be in 2 weeks, Wednesday. 2 weeks on Wednesday. Cool. Yeah, I'll probably try it out. I want to try it too, but I'm too invested in Genshin. I understand that. But judging from the initial stuff I saw from the game, I don't think it's going to be as, like, as require as much investment as Genshin. So it just depends on, like, your schedule. I might play it, like, casually, because, well, I play this pretty casually, but I mean, like, you know, play it here and there. Because you gotta figure, the first gacha game that I ever played was actually Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and that was strictly turn-based, so when I see that they're making a turn-based game, I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. But I definitely feel where you're coming from. It's like, you put so much time, and, like, God, you know, there's so many more characters that you're invested in this game, and you've been playing it for so much longer, it's hard to try to focus on something else. It's kind of weird that I used to play so many other games, and now I literally only play Genshin and some other little games. Yeah, I feel like that's the nature of a game like this, where it's like, because you're going to log in and play this pretty much every day, right? You're logging in, you got to do your dailies. You gotta, you know, any new content that comes out, you want to be on top of that, usually. So it's a pretty big time investment, realistically. Oh god, there's a scorpion here. Anyway. So yeah, it can take up a lot of your time, and then you're kind of like, well, I don't know if I have time to play another game.
Okay, faster.
I try to budget my time. Like, if I have, like, I'll play Genshin in the morning, do whatever I need to do throughout the day, and then, you know, I'll play something else if I have time. I spent way too much money on this game for me not to play it every single day. Yep. That's, fair and accurate. True and accurate, yes. The less I talk about how much I've spent on this game, the better. Though, in realistic reality, it's not that much. Comparatively. I've heard some horror stories. I'm not even a whale, let alone, like a leviathan. You know, the ones that C6 every single 5-star that comes out. That's nuts. God, I wish I had that kind of money. I thought I had my burst up. I didn't. I spend a lot of money on FGO. I have a good friend of mine who plays a lot of FGO. I know he's I've seen his credit card bill. Whew. Anyway, Tectone is probably the biggest Genshin horror story. The Homo pulls. My friend spent $2,500 in Genshin. God, C6 for everyone is crazy. Yeah, I remember the Tectone thing. That was incredible. I think he put a video out some time ago talking about, like, going over the sales records, like the graphs showing the sales records of all of Genshin's banners, and he gets to the Homo one, and there's this, like, nice, neat little, like, bump, just, like, in the middle of it, and he points to it and he says, "You see that? That's me." Like, that's me right there. And I'm like, oh yeah, that looks about right. Thank God they fixed the weapon banner a little bit. It's still not great, but it's a whole hell of a lot better than it used to be. God, that just sounds so, like, crushing. Rolling on a weapon banner, spending what was he up to? Like 15 grand or something ridiculous? It's like $15,000 trying to get a single Homa. Like, that's terrifying. Hello, Neon. How are you doing? We're having a chill day today. Trying to acquire money. I feel like he pushed the company into adding the epitomized pass system with those 2 videos alone. I believe it. I'd 100% believe it. I'm so glad I've won the majority of my weapon banner. But yeah, we're talking about legendarily bad weapon pull RNG and whaling on the game. Was the impromptu topic. Talking about some of the horrible bad luck some people are having on the weapon banner before it got changed. I got Miss Splitter on my first pull. Wow, that's a pretty good pull. Yeah, I have lucky on the weapon banner. I'm not that lucky though. No, I guess it depends on how you measure it. I guess. I think the best pull I ever got was a Miss Splitter. It was Miss Splitter and Unforged on the same pull.
I already forgot.
That's a mood, Qiqi. Thank you. Can you show me your Dia build? I can. I can, in fact, show you my Dia build. I'll actually just switch over to her for a sec, just so I can find her easier. That's not Dia. That's Dia. So, my Dia build, I got the, on the note of the weapon banner. I've only spent money on Dia's weapon banner. Yeah, I was lucky. I did not spend on Dia's weapon banner. I had, I want to say 250 pulls. Yeah, I had 250 pulls, and then I had 50 more saved up in the Star Glitter. So I got her weapon. I have her C1. She's triple crowned. Is the event weapon good on Dia? Oh, the new one? The mailed flower, I think it's called? Hold on. This thing. Yeah, mailed flower. Oh, yeah, this is solid on her. It's an all-arounder good weapon. EM's good on her, and attack's good on her. It's just a good stat stick. But, so I got that weapon on her, and then the artifact setup I have is a two-piece set. On two-piece tenacity for the HP, and pyro damage, of course, from Crimson Witch. It is a health-focused build, using an HP stance. Because I have her C1, I can go all in on health. And yeah, so most of what I have, it's like, crit rate, EM. I'm looking for like crit rate, EM, maybe a little bit of elemental, a little bit of energy recharge is okay. But it's mostly like crit and EM stuff. And then the final stats look like this. Well, as of, I guess, tonight or tomorrow, whenever the patch ticks over, you'll have a good chance to get her on the standard banner. I say good chance, but you'll have a chance to get her on 50-50 losses, standard banner, all that. So you'll get the C1 eventually. And I got Miss Splitter on my first 10 pull after I lost the 50-50 on Shenhe's banner. I got Shenhe on the next 10 pull after losing it. Well, at least the game was nice to you. It came back and gave you, it showed you some love. You're like, okay, we know you lost your 50-50, but here's a consolation prize. Yay. And thank you. I put a lot of time into my Dia. This was about, I'm going to say 3 weeks. This was 3 weeks of non-stop just Dia farming. Every day was like, if I'm not farming artifacts for her, I'm farming resources to level her up. I'm farming talent books for her. I was just Dia all the way. Because, like, I was planning on making a video about Dia because everyone was saying how bad she was, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna prove them wrong. Like, I'm gonna show her she's good. She's good, trust me. Trust me, she's good. I can make this work. And you know what? Yeah, it takes a lot of investment, but she's solid. She's good. You just have to put way more investment into her than, like, say, like, Kazuha or Raiden Shogun. With them, you just need, like, some talent level ups and, like, a couple of good artifacts. With Dia, you need the full build. You need it all to come together. And, of course, you need, like, the good support for it, right? Are you going to pull for Nilou next patch? And if you are you planning on streaming the wishes? Well, as a matter of fact, I do plan on rolling for Nilou. And I was planning on, streaming it, yeah. I'll probably actually, put a, video, I'll probably record it too, and then just upload a video of it too, just Mostly just for posterity's sake. Just to have it there.
Illusion shattered.
Okay, I need these mushrooms to die. Because I need money. And I guess mushrooms too. Those are nice too. Ah. I think that's my, I think that my reagent didn't work this time either. What went wrong? Now that you mention it, there's an odd smell in the air. That must be the extract I used for my experiments. I was trying a new reagent this time. Uh-huh. A single whiff of it sends fungi running to the hills, or rather, that's how it should have gone anyway. This is also a failure, but I will succeed next time. Tell you what, I've come up with my sales pitch. Not gonna lie, but it seems like your brews only made them mad. That must be because I didn't use enough of it. As long as I add a little more active ingredients, they'll be too intimidated to get even close. Thanks for you coming to my rescue. I was able to obtain this data. It's not much, but please accept this as compensation. Money. Money. Make sure to join that stream. Oh, thank you. I'm glad I'll have some people joining me for that. And I want to build Monopyro, but I don't have Kazuha. Do you have Sucrose? Sucrose is a great filler to replace Kazuha. Sucrose absolutely replaces Kazuha. There's options. You have C2 Sucrose. Yeah, that's perfect. Sucrose is a great replacement for Kazuha. You only lose a little bit of damage and some of the crowd control effect, but overall, it's very comparable. Sucrose is really strong. What was I doing? And to rewind a little bit, saying that you need to build your Bennett for her. Yes, honestly, Bennett and Dia play really nice together. They are two peas in a pod. Excuse me, I'm having a drink. Alright, back down to business. I'm going the wrong direction. But yeah, so I want to make some plans. What am I drinking? Diet Pepsi. I have a bottle of Diet Pepsi with me right now. Speaking of Sucrose, what animal do you think she is? Dog, I think. I believe she's a type of dog. That's my guess. By the way, what is your highest crit so far? Ooh. I'd have to check in the Abyss, because if it was anywhere, it was probably there, and I think it's like 160k? Something around there? Saw a theory about Sucrose being a fox. I could see it. I could see fox. Like, the ears are pinned down, but it's hard to say. Because the whole thing is, like, she tries to hide it, for whatever reason. At least as far as the lore goes. Oh god, what am I doing? Curse my terrible depth perception. My Raiden only do 50k. It's recorded down the achievements. Oh, right. Thank you, Nikki. You are correct. I can actually check. I'll tell you exactly what my highest crit is. My highest crit is 360k. That's a big number. It is in Wonders of the World, I think? If I'm in the wrong place, just correct me and I will start looking somewhere else. So how's everyone doing? God, I hope I'm in the right spot. My highest crit is 179k. So it's just under 180. And that was... Actually, I think I know what that was. I know I have a Raiden crit that's comparable to that. But I actually think that was Noelle. Weirdly enough. Just finished playing Minecraft with my friends. Very nice. I like me some Minecraft. Sometimes. Yeah, I think this crit, if I remember right, was during a either an event or a bounty or something. It was something that gave a big boost to. Yes, it was an event. It was something. It was a combination of things. It was a buff to plunged attacks, and it was a buff to geo damage. And I did a plunging attack off of Albedo's flower onto something, and it just nuked it. So yeah, it was a bunch of stacking buffs. It wasn't like just raw Noel. My highest crit was like 13k. I still need to build my characters. Hey, it'll come together. Take your time and no need to rush, right? You'll get there. If you're beating the content and you're like making progress, no need to stress, right? You will get there. My most recent record I got was 560. Whew. If I had to venture a guess, it's either not Shenhe, sorry. It's either Eula or Raiden Shogun. Those are like the only two characters off the top of my head that can do that. Maybe Hu Tao. It was Hu Tao? Yep. I'm good at this. I know my characters that can do big damage. Even if I don't own them. But yeah, that's Hu Tao burst doing 560. That's going to be probably a Bennett burst. That's probably like a one-shot setup. That's probably using Mona, Bennett, Kazuha, if I had to guess. Or is that just like a normal like run of the day? Is that just a normal crit for you? Hu Tao walking down the street, just bash something with a ghost, call it a day. Just evaporates. I want to see big numbers on my screen one day. I'm praying for you. I'm rooting for you, buddy. You will get your big numbers. R&R music. Where? Oh. Okay, this scene is straight out of Zelda. Like Ocarina of Time. Just replace the music-loving R&R with a Skull Kid playing a flute. I regret not pulling on Hu Tao. Yeah, I've heard Hu Tao is Hu Tao's a monster. She's a monster truck made of the biceps. No Mona, Kazuha, Bennett, and a level 20 Dio and a melt. That'll do it too. The Mona would probably just put it over the top. What am I doing? Playing music? I'm not gonna... It's so weird on controller, just doing the music stuff. I don't know if anyone here plays on a controller, but God, it's weird. Nar Friend's music has the feel of the woods. It is time to part ways, but we might see each other again. Dope. Thank you for the books. And the cabbage and apple. Much appreciated. I am 50. I kind of upgraded my world rank before I had good artifacts and build. That can be a little dicey sometimes. I know I did. I did the same thing, and it was a little rough for a little bit, but... Wait, I figure AR-50s, that's really when, like, you start getting the regularly getting better artifacts and stuff. Well, 45, really, but 50s were, like, you're consistently getting the good stuff. So you're only just reached the point where it's, like, you can be expecting to be, like, getting a lot of character growth.
That's close enough. There is no escape. Look alive. Everybody stand back. You asked for it.
The enemies die too fast. There we go. It's going to take time. Artifacts are brutal with RNG. Yes, very, very much so. I still don't have a half-decent Pale Flame set. There's some sets I've farmed into oblivion and I still don't have a good set of. But then there's other ones that like I've only farmed a little bit of and I've gotten really lucky on, so... You'll get there eventually. I do have one more left. I mean, worst comes to worst, you get so many Wanderer's Troop and Gladiator pieces that maybe you'll just start making builds out of those. Hope for the best. Can't wait for Kiara, says she's so cute. Okay, you know what? Actually, I meant to do this last night. I actually haven't seen Kiara yet. Kiara Genshin. That is... I must have spelt this wrong. Kirara, that's why. I don't know how it's actually pronounced. I would like to see what this character looks like. Oh dear. Oh my, I've seen... Okay, yeah, alright. I see what's happening here. Let me see what's happening here. Hold on, I'm going to change my screen for just a sec. I'm gonna see if this works. So, if I do this... I see what's happening here. Yeah, okay, this character is... I don't know if this is a 4-star or a 5-star, but I think they're going to sell well. I just have a feeling. I have a sinking suspicion. Cute design, though. I do agree with that. It is a cute design for a character. Well, I'll withhold anything for my judgment until I see mechanics. I want to see her kit. Because I'm a weirdo like that. I like to know how... There's certain elements of a kit that as soon as I see how they play, I'm like, that one. Usually before I like, oh, that character's super cute, or I like how that character's designed. Or I like their, personality. Actually, hold on, I have a better way of explaining this, but let me just punch this guy real fast. Alright, now I can focus. So, the way I normally do it is I'll look at what the character does first and decide if I like them, and then once I see their personality and their design, that's when I, decide if I want them or not. I saw Yelan for the first time, and I thought, oh, I love this kind of kit design. I love HP scaling. I think that's so cool. And then I did the quest with her, and I'm all like, nope, I never want to see her again. I can't stand her. And I know I'm in the minority. People might hate me for it, but I don't like her personality. But I like her kit. I feel like that opinion's gonna get me canceled. It's like, you don't like Yelan? You monster! You sick son of a... Fair, to be honest, dude. I saw the invisible run that Yelan does, and I was sold. Hey, that's fair. From a design standpoint, her playstyle, her kit, I love it all. I think she's great. But she's mean. She's just so nasty to everyone. And I'm like, I don't like that. It's like, why are you so mean to everyone? I mean, I get it. I get the character. I get the story. I get the direction. It's not for me. But there is stuff to like, though, there, right? I always say, to each their own. Everyone likes different things. It's like that little tune that I heard from, I don't know, I can't remember who sang it. It's like, it's okay to not like things, but don't be a dick about it. Yelan's soundtrack is fire, though. Agreed. I can 100% agree to that. But, yeah. But no, there's been a few characters that, I've changed my opinion on, after I've seen their personality, and then there's others where it was, sold from the start, and then the personality just sold it further. cool invisible rope run. Say less, sir. I am on my way. Well, you gotta figure, Genshin's like an anime game of sorts, right? And you can't have an anime without someone who fights with strings. It's like a rule. Well, it's like a shonen rule, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah. You always have to have the string person. She's definitely no Dia at donating to orphanages. It's true. Yeah, comparing Dia to Yelan, it's like, yeah, Yelan is like, the cool spy type, and then you have Dia, the homegrown girl who donates to orphanages and takes care of the local children. Like, it's a very stark difference in hindsight, I guess. Not that the characters have anything to do with each other, I just find that's a funny comparison. But, like, what's a good example of a character I wasn't sold on their kit, but, like, something else? Oh, actually, I have a great example. Let me go to my character roster. Where's my boy? The man with the goofy hat. Like, his kit bores me because it's just, like, he's a hyper carry, and I don't really like that playstyle a lot of the time. Unless they're doing something crazy. Merc with a heart of gold, top tier. Yep. So this playstyle isn't usually what I go for in a character. So I wasn't going to roll on Wanderer until the game was like, oh, you get to name him. And I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm attached. That's not fair. You've played me. You played me like a goddamn fiddle. I didn't stand a chance. So yeah, that's why I got him, even if I don't actually like his playstyle that much. That in his story interests me like nothing else. Like, I'm like, tell me more. What's going on here? I'm a sucker for lore. I didn't get him because I wasn't that far into the story and I didn't know much about him. I love his character now, though. Yeah, he's interesting. Like, from the beginning of the game to here, it's like, wow, there's a lot of stuff that happened here. Oh my god. Okay. What's left? Alright, you know what's left? We gotta make a plan. It's time to plan. Because Qiqi is sort of ready. We were playing around with a few different ideas for the physical version. Like, the cryo version's kind of set in stone. There's not a lot of options there. Not a lot of wiggle room. Same with the pyro version. But there's the physical version, and then there's the straight healing version. And I kind of want to just explore this a little bit. Maybe do a little bit of recording today. Try to get some video for when I'm doing all my editing on the weekend. So this is with Jade Cutter. If I cut Jade Cutter and I put her back to Rancor, how does this look? The story was pretty much him finding out he's got bamboozled by an evil doctor, right? More or less. That is a pretty good simplification of it.
1, 2,
The poor guy just gets lied to a lot.
4, and
But I like his story though. I like how it developed and then what his like conclusion was at the end of it all. I'm like, that was kind of hardcore, not gonna lie. I really like his hat. That's fair. Fun fact, a lot of people when they first saw him back in like patch 1.1, I want to say, didn't think he'd ever be a real character because his hat was too big. Like, legitimately, there was a real argument being made that his hat is too large, it will clip into everything, they'll never let it happen. And then once he actually gets released, we see what they did. They shrunk his hat. Or rather, gave him a new hat. One that's less, huge. Yes, so I was taking a look at this. We're thinking, do I have a better cup than this? I have a feeling I don't. Let's check my physical cups. Oh, I do have one that's better. Hold on. This is a really good physical cup. When did I get this? How long have I had this for? Why did no one tell me? Why did no one let me know that I had this? Do I have any artifacts? That was it, huh? Okay. Can I get... If I actually just throw away all my 5 stars... I hate doing this, by the way. Come on, just give me a ×5. Let me get this in one shot. Damn. And the next and arguably my favorite headcanon, he is a physical catalyst who will beat enemies with the book and deal damage. Hey, honestly, I kind of expected something like that. He just, like, hit people with a book. Choose violence. And yes, I don't like doing what I'm doing right now. I'd rather obviously save these for, like, strong boxes or literally anything else, but I just need to... Oh. Sorry about that. I don't know if anyone heard that. My door swung open. No worries, no worries. I would have preferred that going into a crit stat, but... Huh. How does everyone feel about this? How are we feeling about this piece? Is this good? My instinct says this is pretty good. You know, got a chunk of crit damage, chunk of crit rate, some energy recharge. We don't talk about the flat defense. Are strong boxes worth doing or just farm in the domains? Strong boxes are worth doing in the sense that you can farm one domain for another character. Like, say you can be farming for, like I'm going to be farming that new set for Dia next patch. And then anything that's not good, I can transfer those into a set for another character. So they're really good for that. But yeah, strong boxes are generally worth it. So I think what most people do, and what I try to do, is they hoard bad artifacts over time, stuff they'll never use, and then feed that into the strong box to see if they can get anything good out of it. Alright, cool, we got an upgrade, though. It's definitely better than this piece. That's not even an argument, but yeah, this is a good piece. Huh? Oh, wait a minute. How did I lose that much crit rate? Hold on. Oh, that's 13% crit rate on that. Oh my, that's a lot. Strongbox is there to worsen to one's gambling addiction when they run into fates and wishes. 100% recommend. Yeah. It's good to scratch the gambling itch every now and again. Yeah, okay. Giving up crit rate, but I can make that up, right? Okay, let's see how the rest of this looks. Is there any way I can make this better? Well, I do have a very good crit rate one. Like, I have a very good crit rate one. Mostly crit damage. But Ayaka's using that, and I don't want to steal Ayaka's pieces. That's a tough call. Well, I have to level this up still, too. That'll have to wait until later, though. I just don't have the resources to do that, unfortunately. Alright, let's go ahead and test the physical team out. Let's see how this goes. I'm just going to dive into the Abyss. And I've gone on record saying already that this Abyss cycle is really bad for physical teams. Like, just awful. Which is why I'm not doing this with Mona. Mona's not going to be good. Is Ayaka good with Yelan or Mona? Mona... Yes, she's good with both of them. I think depends on what you're doing, what you're looking for. Mona gives Ayaka more damage, but Yelan does more damage than Mona. And I think might be a little bit more consistent. Not sure on that, don't quote me. But they're both great. Like, I feel like Ayaka... no, Mona might be better for Ayaka specifically. I don't... It's a tough sell. Because I do my Ayaka more normal attack focused. Like, I do a lot more normal attacks. I'm not as focused on doing her burst. So, like, Aelon would be better for me. But if you're focusing more on her burst and getting all your damage from her burst, then Mona's better. In my opinion. Okay. Okay, so first half will be the standard team. Kazuha, Benny Boy. Where's Benny Boy? Leon has better comps to shine, and Mona is easy to freeze with. The burst support is good for Ayaka carry. Not to mention the set bonus for Tenacity. Yep. Well, that's all true. That's very, Nikki is on point. Yeah. The thing is, it always kind of depends, right? Like, if you have nothing else for your Yelan to do, it's a good place for Yelan. Absolutely. But there are better things for her to be doing. Like Kazuha or Raiden Shogun. Like, there's all kinds of characters that's like, they're great in, like, every single team, but there's other things they could be doing. So it just kind of depends on what you're doing with them. But, I gotta think about this. Oh, shoot. Am I gonna have to run this without Raiden? Ah, crap. I gotta think about this. Let's do Fischl in place of Raiden. Then we'll do Rosa. Also, building Mona is always a bonus if you want to try nukes in the future. True. Mona's pretty versatile. She's good. She's like good for pretty much anything. Any team comp. If you're like short on a spot and you just need to fill it with something, Mona's a good fill. I want to build Mona one day. Recently got her from a standard wish. Nice. She's worth building. Honestly, I'm glad that I built her. I just don't use her that often. Thinking. This becomes a very different team if I do that. Actually, I'm having an idea. Okay, what if the team looked like this? For a physical team. Well, actually, hold on. I'm having an epiphany. Lightning just struck my brain. I had this idea for another team comp, but actually no. I'm gonna stick with my guns. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. So here's the thought. Double Electro to get more energy, and double Cryo for the bonus crit rate, right? Also means I have pretty much perfect uptime with Superconduct, and I don't have to worry about any other reactions accidentally triggering. So Qiqi should be able to do solid damage. I'm running her on that hybrid build, so she's doing physical damage, and a lot of the damage will be coming out of the bubble. But we will see how this goes. But before I start, I use CA on Ayaka a lot, and if you do the same, then I won't utilize Dylan's exquisite throws. Dylan? What do I think that means, like Yelan? As well as double Hydrocore, Hyperbloom, or National. Dylan. Good old Dylan. I think I'm gonna start calling Yelan Dylan from now on. That's funny. Good old Dylan. Ooh, that's a good card. Okay, I'm gonna just blitz through this first half, and we're gonna see how the second half feels. Yoink them in. Pop the burst. Bennett burst. Bennett skill. Dia burst should kill everything. Excellent. Yeah, should be able to just get through this relatively quickly. Alright, Mr. Guy, I need you to stop dancing around like a jerk. Okay. Faster I can get through this shield, the better, obviously. Alright, come on, get your burst up. Oh, you jerk. Giga Chad Dia, let's go. Thank you. I like my Dia. Is there a 4-star character you all think should have been a 5-star or a 5-star or has a 5-star design? Oh, I have 2 for this actually. Barbara and Ningguang. Tave looks like a 6-star. I could see that too. I say Barbara. I know it sounds like a gag, but I mean that because she's the only 4-star with a 5-star animation on her burst. When I say Ningguang, not because of like her design, but because like her role in the lore. Think about it. She's like the most powerful person other than like Zhongli in Liyue, right? She's literally the leader of the country. Why is she a 4-star? Alright. Test number 1.
Care for the dance? Dance with me. Orders given. Orders received. Like the show's only just begun. Life goes on.
Gotta say, so far so good. Hey. Oh no, Qiqi's dying. Big heals. We need more heals. Now that you think about it, that Barbara makes sense. It's true. Okay, you know what? This is it's a little slow still, but I gotta say, other than me playing badly, I think this could be doable. Okay, I'm gonna dip out of this for now. I wanna change something. Sad Ganyu noises. Yeah. Ganyu's OP. Alright, so let's change this out just a little bit. So I'm gonna have her grab Jade Cutter. I think. I'm going to change her from physical to just attack. Okay? This is no longer a physical build. This is now all in on healing. So the damage ratio should look a lot better, but we'll see. We're going to abandon this. So first half's going to be the same, but I am going to change the second half because I have an idea for another team comp. Oh my god, I'm pushing the wrong button. There we go. First half, Shogun, Dia, Kazu, and Benny Boy. Second half will be very similar, but we're going to run Shinsho in place of that, and I'm going to actually record this one. So this is a team comp that I've actually had in my head for a while, and I think this one should be pretty good. This is the one I'm confident in. This is going to be like the top of the list for when I'm doing the video. It's like this is the team comp. You and your brain always working. That's debatable. My brain is sometimes working. Alright, let's get through this nice and fast. Alright, come on, stay together. Stay together. Beautiful. Winter is nigh. Alright, guy, I just need you to go down nice and quickly, alright? No shenanigans? Shenanigans? Shenanigans. I can speak English. Me only clicking on the shiny buttons. Nothing wrong with just clicking on the shiny button sometimes. That's what D-Luke's here for. That's why we have D-Luke, I should say. For just pushing the shiny button. Alright. Okay, I just need you to stay there, buddy. Just stay in the circle. Stay in the circle. And stop hitting me. Beautiful. Okay, let's open up my... Sorry about my English. Nothing wrong with your English. It's probably better than mine. And English is my first language, and your English is probably better than mine still. Start recording. So, the concept here is that this is a taser team with Qiqi being the driver. Think something similar to a Kokomi variant. Like, this would be something you'd see a Kokomi doing normally. But I think this should work pretty well. Do I know multiple languages? Not really. I speak a little bit of French. And when I say little, I mean, like, the very basics. Like, I know how to excuse myself to the bathroom and how to order my favorite breakfast. Est-ce que je peux aller à la toilette? And un de fromage. That's all I got. I learned very, very little French when I was in grade school, and I have not kept up on it.
Care for a dance? Let me leave you a dance with me. To ashes.
Alright, let's see how this goes. So... Okay, actually, this is looking pretty good. Uptime's looking good. Just gotta get her burst back. That's the tricky part. Alright. So far, so good. Yeah, that damage is good. Hold on. And then I also have the advantage I can do a little bit of free shenanigans as well sometimes. Hold on. Okay. I still have to keep uptime on this, though. Even if the hydro damage isn't doing anything, it gives me damage reduction. far.
Let me weave you a web.
Okay, this is definitely 3-starable, but I'm not going to try for it right now. I don't think I need to... I don't really want to do that right now. That was dumb. I didn't mean to do that. Like, the damage, solid. But then on top of that, like, I'm taking a beating. Like, I am getting absolutely bodied, and, like, I'm just bullying my way through it. Stop, that's so cute. I took French too, but oh my god, I don't remember anything. Should have took Spanish. I feel that. Of the damage. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. I am pleasantly surprised there. Okay. I will take a note of that. Let me stop recording. We remember, always label your video files. I cannot stress this enough. And we are... This would be Taser Qiqi 1. Cool. Oh my god, another crit card? Oh my god, the Abyss is being very nice to me today. So next floor is going to be the Black Knights. So it'll be interesting to see how Qiqi holds up there. Oh, you're getting punched, buddy. Oh no, he hit me. Anyway. I love how somehow both of my teams are kind of set up in this way that's like, I don't care if I take damage. I'm just like, go ahead, hit me. Oh, wait. Oh, my Raiden Shogun... as I said that, my Raiden Shogun got clipped and died. You know what? This is why I shouldn't open my mouth. Streamer luck. Save that luck for the wishing stream for Nilou. I refuse. I will lose all my 50-50s, and it's going to be fantastic. I'm probably not going to have enough for Nilou, because I am not... Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to spend money right now, so I have to be mindful. Though, don't get me wrong, I have a healthy chunk, right? And I have some pity built up, so I should get a 5-star if I've mathed this out right. So, fingers crossed it's Nilou, but if it's not, I'll just quietly cry to myself. It's fine. Only you lose to... If I lose to anyone and it's Dia, I'm okay with that. Or Qiqi. I know that sounds weird, but I actually want Qiqi cons. I want to get him to C2. Alright, let's try this again without killing myself. Alright, Raiden. Alright. Very good. Oh no, he hit my Dia. Anyway. Dodge that with the burst. Don't do any damage because I'm so smart. Okay, I need to see if he teleports. Are you teleporting? You're teleporting, great. Can I get enough energy for a punch? We can. Big punches. Dodge with the burst. Please don't teleport. If you teleport, I will cry. Thank you. This is kind of a slow run so far. Not super slow, but... Ooh! I love ending a fight on that punch animation. It feels so good. It feels juicy. I don't like that word, actually. Meaty. Nope, that's worse. That's actually worse, I think. Never mind. Point is, I like when Dia punches things. Oh my god, start recording. So this is Black Knights. Let's see how this goes. I have a good feeling about this, not gonna lie. Alright, so I want to be near the Banana Man.
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power. To ashes.
So I do technically have a shield here, which is a little awkward. But it shouldn't be too bad. The shield doesn't have amazing uptime, so it shouldn't be a problem that often. Now, keeping these guys together, that's going to be an issue.
No, my sword. Time to act. Let me weave you a bow.
Alright. I don't like that shield.
Life goes on.
Again, the one thing I'll definitely say is I feel so safe.
Faster.
Like, I'm in no danger, ever, of dying with this team. There's so much damage reduction, so much healing, that, like, it's not even close. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where are you? Okay. They should add metal music when Dia punches stuff. Oh, like her trailer song? Oh, that'd be sick.
Rain outlines your fate.
When I put together my the video for Dia, that was the first thing I did. Was like, I got to make sure that that song plays at like least once, or as long as I can get it in.
Let me weave you a verse.
Oh, get parried.
Eyes on me.
Like, I'm just taking everything.
On, reveal the
I do have to be somewhat careful sometimes, but because they do still a lot of damage. But
witness the power.
ow.
Midnight vision. Orders given. Orders received.
Again, still just a smidge on the slow side, but
Wheel of life.
I think that's a good sign though. Like, if I'm like only a little bit under, like on some of these, like some of like the really hard floors, like that's good, right? But is it good enough?
Wow. Faster. By royal decree. Ring cutter.
Like, I'd like to be able to say, like, go on a video and be like, yeah, I 36 starred the Abyss with like all these Qiqi teams, but I think the reality is that this Abyss isn't really kind to Qiqi still, but it's definitely doable. And that's that's my current consensus on it, but that is so far so good. Normal and charge attack damage. Again, that's good. That's a good one. Alright.
Shined up. Look alive. Let's light it up. Everybody stand back. You asked for it.
Alright, sending this guy to Punch City. Alright.
No escape.
Alright, time to get one shot by these guys, because I always get one shot by these guys at least once. Oh my god, I was joking. Ooh. No fear. One fear.
One with nature. Adventure. Everybody stand.
I almost scuffed that. Alright, that was fast. So, I know this team probably isn't going to be the best. It's almost midnight here. I gotta go. Take care, guys. Hey, thanks for hanging out. I'm not a cat. That may be a cat still.
I created another
Have a wonderful night. Thanks for hanging out.
paradise.
Always appreciate having you guys hang out.
Lessons are for Earth.
Okay. Label this as Taser Qiqi 2. Alright, this video's coming together. I still need to finish scripting it, though. We're getting somewhere though. I'm feeling good. But I had a good feeling about this team though. This one seemed like it was going on paper. Seems fantastic. Start recording. This should be the last one for today, I think. At least for recording. Now, this is gonna suck. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. This boss is gonna be absolutely garbage. Like, I don't see a universe where I get this. I'm gonna try, though. I'm gonna try my damnedest. I also think I need to have an animo character to make him come out quicker.
Okay, faster. Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword. Opening box of Adepti Drix. Wings of darkness.
I just need to get her burst. Come on! It's not enough. It's fine. Oh man, this boss is rough. Okay, I'm gonna save the Beto burst this time. Save the Beto burst, just let the official and Shinsho, official skill and Oz and Shinsho burst do the heavy lifting. I will say, I hate this boss in the Abyss because I'm not in any danger normally, right? Like, this boss can't kill me. He will never, ever kill me. There's no actual challenge in this boss other than killing him fast, and I don't like that. I don't find this boss to be great in the Abyss. Like, Magu Kenki I like a lot because he can kill me. I'm actually threatened by him. This guy? Nah. If he kills me, that means I'm, like, being lazy. I mean,
Faster? Okay, faster.
like I said, it's okay. But I knew this team wasn't this is not the team that's boss this is not the boss this team's like is good at.
Sacred name. Fortune preserver. Faster? Okay, faster.
Okay, good. I was like, there's no way that missed, right? I like a challenge. I do like a challenge. I like feeling like I have to put like some effort into what I'm doing, or else like if I'm honest, I get bored. But yeah, it's just this boss doesn't do a lot of damage. He doesn't attack very often, and all of his attacks are so like they're really easy to avoid, right? So yeah, he's not my favorite.
Faster?
He's not my favorite, especially in the Abyss.
As you wish, maiden.
Know my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of God.
Alright, can I get him on this run? Please? Please! Oh my god. Oh my god, this boss annoys me so much.
No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Time to act.
Alright, you know, Qiqi, just whack. Oh my goodness. 1 star. But unfortunately, single target is this team's bane. It's not good at that. I knew that. I knew that going into it. For fun in killing something that won't appear in the arena to be killed while on a timer, yeah. That's the other reason I don't like him, is because he's not fightable half the time, so most of your time spent is just chasing him around the arena. Like, long story short, I just hope he doesn't come back to the Abyss for a while. I hope by the 14th, by the 15th or 16th or whenever, that the Weenot's gone and we don't have to deal with him anymore. Oh, I think did I stop recording? I did. Good. Let me rename that. Well, officially have made progress on my video. Very good. Taser, not Razor, Taser, Qiqi 3. Great. Okay. Yeah, that team comp, though, the Taser team is really, really good in groups. So if there's whenever there's a floor that's like 15 to 20 enemies, it's phenomenal. It will absolutely tear that floor apart. When it's single target, though, it doesn't do a lot of burst damage. Like, its damage is very consistent, very good AoE, but single target, it's slow, and it's not, like, you don't get big numbers. So if you're dealing with, like, the Weenut, who has, burst windows, you're SOL. So I'm kind of hoping the physical team might have better odds, but again, against the Weenut, I think physical is just a lost cause. Alright, see you soon. I don't know how to pronounce your new name. I kind of wanted to say PBJ, but... I keep looking at it and I want to say it's Bliss. But I don't think that's right. Sorry, I had to check something real quick. Excuse me. Okay, so... So, Team 1, Taser. Looks good. It is Bliss. Excellent. So, the next team I'll put together is going to be physical. I just have to kind of figure out how I want to do this, though. The only physical team I've seen work is a Eula team, because it can throw off 6-digit damage in a single strike, which is one way to defeat it fast. Yeah. Nah, Eula is good against the Weenut. But I guess it's weird, because it's like, Eula's good against the Weenut, not because she's physical, but because she has that gigantic burst window. Because the other problem physical teams, I'm sure your Qiqi will come very close to. Oh yeah, she's right behind Eula, basically second best, right there, so close. Well, the other problem with physical teams is that they actually have a hard time taking the Weenut down, because you need to be able to hit it with stuff that swirls, and you don't. And it seems, I'm not 100% certain on this, but it seems if you swirl it during the fight, it starts its animation for where you can knock it out of the sky earlier. That's just an observation I've made on all of my attempts on him. So I'm not entirely sure, but that's what it looks like. And most physical teams, I think no physical teams run an Animo unit. Unless you're doing physical gene. So, Yeah, it's a tough sell. But it is important to note that it is doable, though. That even with a subpar team, or when I say subpar, I mean a team that is not good for that kind of content for single target bosses, and still being able to clear it pretty convincingly, it's good, right? Like, that's, at least I have that going for it. And if I get some time, let me check the calendar again. So the reset is on Sunday, so I won't reasonably have time before I want to have the video done to record in the new Abyss to see if it's any better. So I will most likely just have to deal with this one. The superconduct supports can do the swirling part, just hitting the couple animal orbs with an element does the drop. It does. It absolutely does, I know that, but it can be awkward because I find, cooldowns get in the way of that a lot of the time, right? Which is the case normally, but now you're essentially down a character that can't swirl. Or has very limited ways of swirling. So, it's all a matter of planning, though. You just have to have that in mind. The disadvantage for physical teams is that the resistance is shredded for an element that hits the orbs, and physical carries don't attack with an element. Yeah, that too. So, it's really just, it's stacked against them. They have their work cut out for them. It is stacked in their not in their favor. So Eula, like I've said in the one video, it's like she solves the physical problem with power overwhelming. Her numbers are just so enormous it doesn't matter. Versus, say, Razor, who's good, he's strong, and his like base values, his standalone damage is all really good. It's just, it always feels like you're a little bit lagging behind. What do you think? Yeah, brute forcing through all resistances, exactly. It's like, that's some cute physical resistance there. It'd be a shame if I just did more damage than your health bar. It's rough. It's a rough time for physical in the Abyss right now. Because in between, you got the Wii Nut on the first half, or on the second half, and then on the first half you have a bunch of enemies who have shields and are resistant to physical damage on top of that, and then on the floors before that you have tons of elemental shields that physical can't even really damage, with the exception of the cryo one if you're using a claymore, and even then that's pretty miserable damage. And you can't even run a shield, which is something a physical carry usually wants, because they need damage. They need the resistance to interruption, because they need to be swinging constantly. And if you run a shield against those Black Knights, you just get absolutely bodied with more shields that you can't break through because you're physical. Like, what do you do? It is just not a good time to be a physical carry in that Abyss. But I gotta make the best of it. Also, I realized I have mail. Oh yeah, right. I have 20 gemeralds. Big money right there. Hell yeah. That's going into the Nilu fund. Well, that did give me an idea, though. So, what if we just put Beto? What if Beto was just in the team, huh? Any excuse to just run more Beto, you know? You know, that's a character I want to do a video on, I think, because I think Beto is underrated. Beto is one of those characters no one talks about. At least I find no one talks about. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place, but I honestly feel like Beto does not get enough credit for how good she is. Actually, is my Beto built properly right now? I got my Wolfsgrave Stone Iron. I have a okay artifact set. And I gotta get her skill one more level up. Alright, I'm gonna record one chicken run. Oh, now that you mention it, Beto is the one that should have made been a 5-star. That parry is incontestable. Honestly, I agree. I love that parry. The parry feels so good when you land it. Does so much damage, too. So I'm going to record one chicken run. I like this volunteer. It does what I want it to.
Illusion shot. Judgment. Lights out. Eyes on me.
Opening box of the Death Matrix. Wheel of Life.
Pretty good.
You shall perish. There is no escape. You can't run. Saving your stuff. Yeah. Shiver.
That's pretty good. That wasn't bad. I mean, again, it's just the chicken. The chicken is nowhere near as tough as like some of the Abyss enemies, but I mean, if I was fighting the chicken on floor 11 in the Abyss, I'd probably have a similar effect, but hey, that's pretty good. So, what if I should have timed that? If I was smart, I would have timed that.
1, 2, breathe. 3, 4.
I might have to take some time and actually time it after. So this will be Qiqi chicken. So Fizz, Qiqi chicken. So how would that look with a more damage-oriented artifact set? And I believe from yesterday we kind of determined that the best single damage option was gladiators. But oh geez, I have to steal artifacts, don't I? Which one's better? I'll decide after. So we got this one, which is good. We got that one, which is good. We probably want a crit damage one if I have access to it, but let's go crit rate, which means I take this one. 61 over 106. That's pretty mediocre, honestly. I'm not thrilled about that, but again, this is just for a quick experiment, right? I just want to see if it's any good. But I'd like to compare it to the chicken, just for comparable times. So it looks like we have to wait a minute or two. Alright, chicken, what's your respawn timer? 50 seconds. Alright, we gotta kill 50 seconds. Let's go. We're gonna stare at the wish page. Oh, man. I'm very much looking forward to that new, for that new banner. If not for Nilu, I want Qiqi. You can use food buffs if you want to showcase them in the video. That is not a bad idea. I'd like to avoid some food buffs for, like, when I can. Because, you know, I want the teams to be, like, realistic, right? Like, this is what you're going to, like, get out of them normally. Yes, cookies in the chat. I need more cookies in the chat. Cookie. We need more cookies. Anyway, yeah, the reason I don't want to use some food buffs, like the only food buff I want to use just for like some showcase stuff is I'll actually use it right now actually. is pile them up for the crit rate. Because I don't want to lie about the damage.
Two.
I want to show a character off and be like, this is the realistic damage, this is what they can do, they can be strong, and you can do it too, right? I want it to be like relatable and real. I don't want to feel like I'm lying in a video and being like, look how good Qiqi is, and it's all because I was using food buffs and all this like extra like supplementary stuff that only makes it look like she does good damage. Because I'd cancel me for that. I don't know if anyone else would, but I would. Alright. We're going to get the recording going. Welcome back, Bliss. So for posterity's sake, recording here, this is Physical Qiqi. Prototype Rancor with a Gladiator build. Let me make sure I have that correct. Artifact, yes, they're using a 4-piece Glad build. High crit rate, crit damage isn't that great, but it's this is just for a quick experiment.
Shine down, judgment. To ashes.
We are one. Fast. Wow.
Torn to oblivion.
I wish I had timed this better.
There is no escape. You can't.
Also, Bliss, can I get a cookie in the chat? One cookie. I just want to get your burst up. Just want to get your burst up. Thank you.
Sacred name. Fortune preserver. Life goes on.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Stop recording. So this is Fizz Qiqi Glad Chicken. I'll rename this one to Fizz Qiqi Clam Chicken.
Breathe.
Okay.
Four.
So just from those watching, did that seem faster, slower, or the same? I was not timing it. I should have been timing it. Because if that is faster, that's actually kind of interesting. Well, that's a good piece, actually. No. Hold on. You can record it based on the frame of your recording if you want to. Yeah, I might end up doing that. Just try to sync them up and see which one's faster. But I guess it's also worth noting they both felt pretty good. Like, the rotation was pretty smooth. The damage felt like it was good in both of them. Like, I want to say at least it felt comparable, which is good. I need a gladiator piece, I think. Yeah, okay. So I'm putting this together really quick. Weapon is going to be Jade Cutter. I'm trying to put together what I think will be the best version of the cryo version. Just temporarily. I want to see something. So this was Qiqi. Excuse me. Qiqi. Kazu. Chongus. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I need to get a mute button. I'm so sorry, I sneezed. Oh god, excuse me. I need to get a mute button to prevent that from happening. I think. Oh god, that hurt. My face hurts. Oh god, where's Shenna?
What exactly is teamwork?
And I have to change one more artifact. 72 over 131. That's... could be better. I only want to do the first floor of the Abyss. I know. We're jumping into the Abyss a lot today, but I wanted to do some recording today if I could, because I figure most of my next week, or most of this week, is going to be in that one domain, and I want to be as productive as I can today. Since Kazu's going to be second half, I'm going to say that Sucrose is... God, I hope Sucrose is built right now. And Bennett, okay. So now our new team, Qiqi, Kazuha, Chungus, Shenhao. Okay. So yeah, just recording from just the first floor this time. Because I don't want to fight the Weenet again. I'm excited to watch you farm for this set. Well, I'm glad I'll have company. Because farming for a set like that is... oh boy. I haven't deep dived into a domain for a set in a little while, so this will be mentally taxing, I think. Alright, same as usual. So this won't be as clean as Kazuha, but it should be pretty good still. Okay, that might have been actually cleaner than Kazuha. That's really funny. This is my I guess this is my PSA for the day. Don't sleep on Sucrose. If you don't have Kazuha and you have Sucrose, Sucrose is phenomenal. Never forget how good Sucrose is. It's gonna be him and his two more against the Monstrous Domain grind. Yes. And I'll have great moral support. I will have good moral support. You guys have been great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, I didn't step forward. Alright, just stay in this one corner, buddy. Oh! Actually, that doesn't matter. I'm not going past this floor, so that's fine. I don't think you and Dory would get along. Dory would be like, ew, poverty. Yes. Oh, no. Dory would love me. She'd swindle me for days. Why do you think I only have two more? It'd be because of her. God, that'd be such an easy mark. She'd tell me it's on sale, and I'm like, it's on sale? Oh. I love sales. And then she'll hit me with the, if you buy one, get one free. And I'll be like, free?
Breathe. 3, 4.
It'll break me. I won't even stand a chance.
Care for a distance.
All right.
With me. Fallen leaves. Adorn my
Test 2.
The show's only just begun. My will and
Orders given. Orders received.
Now you're testing my patience.
Oh, the stupid snakes being a problem.
transfigure.
There we go, much better. Oh, she's outside of the Chongus buff. No.
Submit for judgment. Take your true form.
Fast.
I'll just point out her skill was hitting for 17k there. That's pretty spicy.
The wind moves. Clouds high. The birds call. Forth my blade.
Transfiguration. Cryo incom.
Oh, God.
Sacred name. Fortune preserver.
Where are they? Gentlemen, I need you to stay still, please.
One with nature.
Take your true form.
Spirit blade. Attack. Swift and merciful.
Go.
Okay, so it's still a little slow, but I also think I'm playing this horrendously.
One with my blood.
That hurts.
So other than me playing like a rube, honestly love Qiqi's burst. You know what? Me too.
Adeptictrix.
I love opening the box of Adeptictrix.
Swift and merciful. Submit for judgment. As one with wind and cloud.
Manifest. By ordinance divine.
A touch of frost.
A touch of frost. Use Dendro. Hello, Juanita. And I know Dendro would get through it faster, but I'm currently testing a mono cryo Qiqi team just to see how it would stack up in this abyss. And well, this abyss isn't kind if you're not using very select characters, it seems. I was actually recording that, so let me just quickly label that. I was not recording that. The recording did not go through.
1, 2. Breathe.
Well,
3,
I'm upset now.
4.
That's okay. I'll redo it later. Maybe I can make that, I can smooth that out a little better. But, you know, that does raise a good point, though. Let me think about something. Is there a way I could fit Qiqi into a Dendro team, like a fridge team of sorts? That's okay. I've done that to myself more than enough times. So, let me think. Would a Qiqi team with, like, a fridge setup, so it'd be like a Dendro, a Hydro, an Electro, and Qiqi. That could work. Wouldn't be great, but it could work. You know, like, part of the whole thing and the whole video I'm putting together is to prove that, you know, Qiqi's flexible, right? You can pretty much put her in a lot of roles and she'll do pretty good. So, why don't we try something a little unorthodox? And I will remember to record it this time. So, first half is as usual, grab Raiden, grab you. I won't need Kazuha, so I can put him there, and I'll grab Bennett too. So then, let's see, Nahida. Oh, I might want Raiden, though. Oh, shoot. I have a lot of options for Dendro characters. I think I have, with the exception of Tignari, I have all of them that are currently in the game. So I have Traveler, I have Yao Yao, Kale, Nahida. Kokomi, maybe. Kokomi's good for it, but since I'm trying to make this work, I'm revolving this around Qiqi, I don't think I won't need the extra healing. So Kokomi is a little wasted. Just a little bit. Though honestly, she is the best choice for this style of team. I'm trying to manipulate the team. I'm trying to change the team to be less optimal. And more Qiqi. Think of it, it's less of a trying to make the team better and trying to make the team make a certain character work in the team, right? Because Qiqi's one of those characters that like everyone hates, right? You lose your 50-50, Qiqi sucks, worst character in the game, and the whole my thesis statement, so to speak, is that no, she's not that bad. Trust me, you can make her work. She can fit in a lot of roles. She's good. Just trust me. And I'm currently trying to gather evidence towards that. So, who would be the Electro character here? Realistically, it should be Raiden. So, might as well throw in Kokomi, because what's better than one healer? Obviously, two healers. Naturally. Oh, shoot, I have to change your build anyway. Because doing a fridge team, this weapon does not make sense for a fridge team. So let's go ahead and grab... do I want to make her physical? No, she's going to be full heal. Let's grab Jade Cutter. So we grab Jade Cutter. We're going to grab my healing set. My Ocean Hued Clam, of course. No cookie. Yeah, oh yeah, sorry Juanita, I have no cookie. Can I get some cookies in the chat to make me feel better? I'm excited to see what team comps you do for Baiju if you decide to perform. If I get Baiju, like I want to roll in the banner to see if I can snipe a Kave off it. But if I don't expect to get him. Though I wish I could get him though, but I don't have the resources or the My wallet is not big enough for that, unfortunately. But these things happen. So, let's grab my clam set. This is going to be an attack-focused one. Yes. Though I am using the wrong hat. I have a crit damage one that's very good. There we go, that looks pretty good, right? For a damage healing hybrid. So, she's good to go. So, since Raiden's going to be otherwise unavailable for this team, I need someone else who can fit the role of battery. Which usually goes to Fischl. So we'll grab Fischl, throw in you, throw in Kazuha, and Benny Boy. Maybe Beidou. I always do look for excuses to use Beidou, but I don't think she batteries as well as Fischl. Because Raiden's role in this particular team comp is battery. So, as much as I really want to use Beidou, think Fischl's gotta fit the bill for now. And then for the second half, we want our Little Miss Kusanali. We want more damage, so we'll grab you. Actually, no, we want Raiden first. Before that, Raiden Shogun, Shinsho, and our girl Qiqi. Oh, Beidou in Team 2? Beidou can't trigger the Hyper Blooms. Unfortunately, Beidou's burst can't do it. They go around them. so the only thing she can trigger them with is her skill, which is, it's perfectly fine. It's good. It's just not as consistent as you might like. Visual is amazing. You can either play her physical, like a physical official build, which is surprisingly pretty good, or you can use her how I'm using her as like an off-field battery. So the way I'm playing her, it's not fair to say I'm playing official. It's better to say I'm playing Oz. You throw the bird out and then you just go with the rest of your team. And it's really, really good. So the cards today are really good. They're all crit damage based. So I think I'm only going to try this in the first floor. Unless it like is superb. But alright, pull them together. Benny Boy, skill, start punching. Very clean. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling not having the Raiden. That energy recharge from the Raiden is really good. It's lagging so much. Oh no. That might be my... That's probably on my end. I don't know what's going on. It's playing fine on my end, so something's gone wrong. Oh. Okay, it's not consistent. It may be your internet, unfortunately, then. I was worried, but it's like I changed some latency settings on mine at the beginning of the stream to hopefully make the chat smoother. So I was afraid that something might have broke. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. Let's start recording. Let's actually remember to record this time. Start recording. So for posterity's sake, this is Qiqi's fridge. Oh my god, I could come up with an absolutely morbid name for this team because, you know, Qiqi's a zombie, right? Oh my god. Oh jeez, let's not go there.
Care for a dance? Dance with me.
Alright, let's give her a go.
Orders given. Orders received.
Seems pretty good so far. I mean, it's Dendro stuff. Dendro's broken. Hyper Bloom is fair and balanced.
Opening box of the Death Tricks.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Love the names. I wish I could say I came up with Fridge. I'm not that clever, though. Yeah, this is like a... It's like a refrigerator that you keep... Well, considering she's, you know, dead, a body in, so... This is basically a morgue. This team is a morgue. I just realized I don't need to be using Shincho in this phase. Wow! Hyper Bloom's broken. I don't want to always be leaning on Hyper Bloom if I don't have to, but yeah, that's valid. That is valid. I'm taking a note of that one. That one's going into the video. Oh, don't... I believed you. I didn't doubt you for a second, Juanita. There was no doubt in my mind that was going to do it. 100%. You were. I knew you were right, and you were absolutely correct, though. But yeah, it's part of the problem I've been having is because I'm trying to do like some other stuff. Right? I want to showcase other things than just the Dendro stuff, if I can. Right? Like I was trying to do physical stuff last week, or 2 weeks ago, and oh my god, it was miserable. Like physical teams trying to deal with that? Oh, it's terrible. Me over here with no Nahida. I'm so sorry. Hey, you'll have an opportunity tomorrow or today, whenever the patch drops.
Ryan.
Mm-hmm. 1 second.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Sorry about that. My dad was offering me pants. I unmuted, right? Okay, I did unmute. Good. Yeah, sorry about that. My dad was offering me pants. Literally. Yes. I have to try them on, but he's going through a bunch of old clothes and he's asking if I want them. So I'm going to see if they fit. Okay, so that was actually really good. Alright, maybe I'll do one more floor. One more floor? I'm not doing this on the Wii Nut. I'm sure it will actually work on the Wii Nut a fair bit. It should be okay. I just don't want to fight the Wii Nut. Is that fair? Is that okay with everyone? No more Wii Nut? Can Wii Nut be cancelled?
My royal let's get it on.
Into the wind.
Everybody stand back.
I fought the Wii Nut so many times this cycle. Or this, like, the last month. Oh my god, I never want to see the Wii Nut again. Uh-oh. Alright, sir. You gonna teleport? Thank you. Ow.
Let's get it on.
Alright, no more teleporting now.
Light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork. Shadow Raven.
No more teleport? No teleport? Ow.
Everybody stand back. Let's light it up.
What did I just say about teleporting?
Buckle up. You asked for it.
Mr. Kanky Man, I need you to...
You ain't messing around.
Please stop teleporting. I don't respect it.
I'm going in.
I don't like teleporting. Also, I'm going to make a quick note of this. So the last one was Fridge Qiqi 1. And I'll make a parentheses Morgue. Because I like the name of that team. It's Team Morgue. It's the Morgue. Alright, let's record this, because this team is better, is actually working. Slightly better than I expected. Only slightly better. What other names did I think of? team like Coffin. What was the other one? There was another one. I can't remember what was the other one I thought of. It like flashed in my head for a second, and then I just kind of moved past it. Body bag. Like, that's it. Like, I don't think it's in good taste, but I think I'm gonna go with it anyway. All right. Team body bag. Alright, let's see how this does against the Black Knights. There's no shields in this team, so this should actually be okay. But there's also no no way to pull enemies together, and these guys suck for that. If I really wanted to make this team really pop, I could also change Raiden's build to an EM Raiden. And just go all in on Elemental Mastery for her, and that would probably be... that would speed this up a bit. But I don't really like doing that if I don't have to. And plus I like the option of being able to do this. I like the Raiden Shogun burst, what can I say? Alright, come on Banana Man, get over here. Oh, Nikita burst, please.
Witness the power of Gubwa. Opening box so the Death Nitrix go.
Alright, how's it looking so far? It's gonna be tight, but this is doable. I'm not gonna try for the 3-star. If I don't get it, I don't get it, but I know I can get it, which is good enough for me.
Sacred name, Fortune Preserver.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was great. I hate EM Raiden. I don't know why. Just do. Hey, it's okay. It's not just you. I hate it too, and I do know why. I know exactly why I hate EM Raiden. It's because she's not designed to do that. But not in the sense of like, oh, it's a cool off-meta build, like Pyro Qiqi, or something like that. It's literally just like abuse. It feels like it's just abusing a single mechanic, and you're not really playing her anymore. Because it literally is just push, skill, Dendro. Like, it's not really interesting. Not knocking anyone who does like it, of course. Like, it's a playstyle preference, right? Like, anyone out there who likes EM Raiden, like, play it, enjoy it. It's just, it's one of those things that I don't like personally. I mean, like, that's what but the thing I always say is, like, play what you want, right? Like, if you enjoy something, don't let anyone else's opinion take that away from you. Like, here I am playing Qiqi, and, like, more than half of the player base is like, she's the worst character in the game, and I'm like, hell yeah. You can't stop me. When you do pull for Nilu, I hope you make a vid about her team comms, because I honestly don't want, I play Hydro and Dendro with her, and I don't know her thing. I know that's her thing, but I don't know. I might do something on her, but I tend to lean towards, as far as like the video stuff goes, I tend to lean towards the underrated characters. You know, the ones that are like underplayed, people don't like, have bad reviews, that kind of stuff. Tends to what I prefer doing. But I might put up something just small, even just to be like, just talk about it. Hell, even if maybe in like if I do a video about pulling for her, I might even mention it there. Do you do account character reviews? Oh, you mean like someone shows me like a character on their account or something, and I talk about it? That sort of deal? Is that what you mean? Because I've never done anything like that before, but I'm not opposed to the idea. Well, it could be just niche teams for her, which would be really cool to see what you think.
Let's go somewhere cooler.
I might try something with her. I'll play around with the idea. It might be one of those projects I might not do right away. I might come back to over time. Because if I am to do niche weird teams with her, there's something I actually really want for it if I'm going to do it. And I don't have it. I need this one. I need Candace. Like a mono hydro Candace team. Something like that. Using Nilu. I don't know how good that could be. But I want to experiment with it a little bit. But step one, get Candace. Fortunately, I'm missing a couple of like characters I really, really want from the 4-star lineup. Like I need Qiqi, and I want Candace. She's amazing. I love her. Well said. Well said, Juanita. It's she's another one of those characters that has me fascinated because she's another one that the greater community seems to kind of write off, that like, oh, she's whatever. She's not that good. She's kind of bad. There's nothing to do with her. And I think, like, oh, that's perfect for me. That's what I want. That's what I live for. That's the kind of characters I want. So, her theme is amazing. People say she's crap, but it's just they just have skill issues. Hey, I'm right there with you. I mean, look at my Dia, right? Everyone says Dia's crap, and I'm like, are you sure about that? Are we seeing the same thing? Are we looking at different numbers? Like, what's going on here? But then again, I don't actually think any character in this game, barring maybe Aloy, is truly unplayably bad.
1, 2, 3.
You'll be the greatest Candace main. Just have a group of bad characters. And your Qiqi. Hey, respect the Qiqi. Truth be told, I think Qiqi's bad rap doesn't actually come from what she does and her skills and her abilities and her damage. I think it has nothing to do with that. I think it has everything to do with the bad taste that it leaves in everyone's mouth when you lose a 50-50 to her. But that's a topic for a different day, I think. That's going into my script. My Aloy hit 40k at 25. I think Aloy can do good damage.
Faster? Okay,
Oh, what the?
faster.
Hello?
One with my blade.
Okay. Sorry, I just got... I just had a slime try to mug me. Qiqi, Dia, Candace, and Aloy. Hey, I've also said that if I get like 1,000 subscribers somehow, if some miracle happens and I get 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna do a thing on. I'm doing a full video on Aloy, and I'm building her. But I have to get 1,000 subs though, and that's a far away thing, which means I'm probably never going to have to do it. So take that. Yeah, so
1,
hey, maybe
2, 3,
I have
4.
I'm not getting my hopes up. You know, you in between, you know, YouTube algorithm and that, like, you know, there's tons of other people trying to do what I'm doing, right? So I have to always keep myself, you know, manifesting for you. Thank you. I just have to keep, you know, realistic expectations, that kind of stuff. But I want Aloy to be good. Because, like, The only problem with her, realistically, like, her burst hits really, really hard. She does a lot of damage. Her skill even hits kind of hard. It's not bad. The problem is that there's an internal cooldown on the damn thing. I feel like the big Genshin streamers are cringy. I mean, it depends on your taste, I guess. I mean, they got big for a reason, right? And to be fair, I will say no matter what, a lot of the time it's business, right? Because for them, the bigger ones, it's become their job, right? They get paid to do that. So they have to be marketable. So yeah, never hold it against anyone for trying to make... No, they're making a living, right? Well, then we get to keep you to ourselves. There are a few good ones, case in point. Thank you, Bliss. Yeah. I get it, though. The way I see it is that, as far as cringiness goes, one cannot be truly based until they embrace their cringe. And that's just the facts, as far as I see it. One cannot be truly based until they are cringe. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, right. Yeah, the only issue with Aloy that makes her not feel good to play is just the internal cooldown on that skill. If the bombs detonating didn't have a cooldown on them, and she could infuse easier, I think she'd be great. I like them because I have no idea how to build, so I have to look up everything. That's fair. I mean, that's how you start, right? Hell, the goals of my videos, like the team building ones, is not to be like, this is how you build this character, these are the characters they're good with. No, the idea is to try to get people to engage, right? I want them to think, right? I want to be a discussion and be like, oh, these are my ideas. This is what I think you should try. Or, I like this character, or just just get people to start experimenting on their own a little bit and playing around with ideas and be like, think of what I'm doing kind of like a starting off point. Like, this is where you can start, and then just branch out, see what you can come up with. And I kind of want to build it'd be cool to have a community, I guess, of like-minded people, like, just talking about these weird ideas and trying to put random teams together and trying to make Pyro Qiqi work and all that. That's the dream. I just ate a white chocolate Reese's egg, and now I'm about to puke. Don't puke. Or maybe you do need to puke if you need to make yourself feel better, but don't recommend it. How bad was it? Was the egg just bad? Or did it just taste bad? What happened? Was it old? I feel like Sprix is more like, if you're tired of playing certain characters a certain way, here's 10 more ideas to try. Yeah. That's a good way of looking at it, too. That's kind of what I think about it. It's like, there's so many characters that don't get any love, that get no playtime, either because they're really niche, or they're Geo, or they're Amber. And it's like, these characters can be good too, like, and especially for newer players or players who like don't have a lot of characters, free to play players. Like I don't know. Let me just flip to another team real quick, just for. Where's my Iato? Yeah, it's like. Let me go to my roster real quick. I'm going a long way to make an example here, but where is? Yeah, something like this, right? Everyone knows that a team like this is good. I also ate a whole pound of fruit. You know, it might have been the fruit. Not the fruit itself, but the fact that you ate a pound of it. That's a lot of fruit. I think that's a lot of fruit. That sounds like a lot of fruit. Or maybe it was just a really bad egg. Well, anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, like, yeah, anyone can look at this team and be like, not anyone, but this is like a common team. You know, you got your Ayato doing, and you got the Dendro characters, you got Ayato, you got a healer, you're making blooms, you're blowing them up with Toma. It's really common. But then you can start being, but then no one's going to think about, like, or the general, I keep saying anyone, but it's not true. What I'm trying to say is that the general player base isn't going to be like, well, what do you do to change it? How do I make it more interesting? So then that's where I come in, and I'm just like, here, throw Mika in.
I'll take point and scout ahead.
Throw Mika in. See what happens. Get some crazy attack speed. Throw your Dia in while you're at it, because
Got a job for me?
you don't have Toma for whatever reason, or you don't like Toma. And not everyone has Nahida, so you gotta throw your Traveler in there.
Unsolved mysteries.
And on top of that, oh wow, Kamisato Ayato, you don't have Ayato? Oh man, that's too bad. How are you gonna do this team then? Oh, I know. Throw I don't know, Barbara in.
Take care of it.
Like, boom, look at this. Look at this mutant team I just made. Like, what is this even? You know, the worst part is, I think it's gonna work. My Ayato's level 50. He's good. I like Ayato. Like, I'm just gonna throw it at the chicken real quick, just because, the chicken's is my willing volunteer. Okay, I just want to get her burst. Actually, I don't want to burst.
Let the show begin.
Probably worth noting my Barbara's not built. Go, Barbara, go.
We can do it.
I'm gonna get out of here real quick. Okay. That was just a stupid example, but it probably helps if Barbara actually was built. Well, yeah, the point I'm trying to make is not everyone has every character. Not everyone likes every playstyle. Like, it's crazy to think that, like, wow, there's players out there who just don't like Ayato? Or Ayaka? Why? But it's true, though. Like, not everyone likes every style. Like, I don't like, oh, who's a good example of a character everyone likes that I don't? Problem is, I don't remember names. Ganyu. Boom. Ganyu's a good example. I can't stand playing Ganyu. I tried Ganyu on my, when she had her trial, and I'm like, I don't like this. Can't stand playing her. Even though I know how overpowered she is. She's amazing, but I just don't like her. I don't like her character. I just don't like playing her. So, like, it's just a matter of taste. But everyone has their opinions on different characters, so it's good to have, I think, be able to talk about and think about other options and other characters and experimenting with different teams and stuff, rather than just being locked into, like, this is the meta team. It's like, everyone get your Raiden national team ready. Or else. Also, I'm just going to build Barbara real quick. I know exactly how I'm going to build her, too. Do I have a hydro damage version? I do, but it's not leveled up. Okay. And then I get my last prayer. Okay. Wait for it.
Try my new spicy
And I am going to still run Toma, though.
Where we headed this time?
Okay, this is... I will call this team Budget Virgin. Though, for what I want to do, Mika doesn't make sense. So, in that case, I think I do want another Dendro character. Or an Animo character. Or... I'll just throw Kale in. Kale needs some love.
Trainee Forest Ranger Kale, reporting.
There you go. Kale deserves a team too. I even have a build on her. Alright, willing volunteer chicken. I don't see many people play her. Yeah, Kale kind of got the short end of the stick because Dendro Traveler just does what she does a little bit better. Like, they have very similar kits, but Dendro Traveler's is just a little better. So if it's a toss-up between Traveler or her, Traveler typically wins. But if you like, it's one of those things that it can boil down to preference. If you like Kale more, she still works. She's still very good. But just as far as the numbers go, Traveler can outperform her. Alright. Give me energy. Give me energy. Alright, this'll do. Oh, man. Having issues doing my charged attacks. Alright. Let's get the bursts, and then hopefully this will... Let's see if the damage is any good. Oops. Oh my goodness, the Barbara passive. Barbara C6 carrying. C6 Barb is crazy. Honestly, it's better than you think. Especially in the Abyss where you don't have access to items or any way to resurrect a character. It's actually kind of nice to have.
I wonder when I'll be...
I feel like that should have been doing a little more damage, but... Anyway, that was just like tossing that together. There was no thought behind that. That was literally just for the sake of, you know... Just... I don't know. So many characters get overlooked for other ones. And if you look at the resources online, a lot of characters... A lot of people won't see the other options because no one talks about them. And of course, you have a whole category of like people who, a whole category of players who actively make a note to say, "Oh, how terrible all these characters are," and then it's, I don't know, it's a feels bad. Toma. I'll put Mika back in, and our boy Ayato.
My lance and crossbow are prepped and ready.
Yeah, so that is that. I'm gonna check the timer. 2 hours, 51 minutes remaining before this banner is done. Though I don't think the patch is today. I'm not sure. Does anyone know for sure when the patch is? If anyone knows, please let me know. I'm gonna look it up in the meantime too, see if I can find anything. Release date. I'm looking for the release date. So for the North American server, it will be at apparently today at 6 o'clock. So in about, it will line up with the patch, apparently. Not today, the banners are gone in Asia. Served, but no new banner. According to the article I'm looking at right now, which I will put on screen in just a sec. Just making sure I don't have anything weird on my screen. I don't think I do. North America will be today. And then Europe, Asia, and basically everywhere else is going to be tomorrow. So, or actually, more accurately, it's going to be at midnight today. So when you log in tomorrow morning, it'll already be ready to patch. If I'm understanding this correctly. So my patch will be quite a while from now still, though. I won't be doing it tonight. Oh god, I was recording this whole time. Oh jeez. Oh no, what have I done? Not again. Oh crap, I have a massive video file I have to go through now. Oh no. Oh god, not again. Why do I do this to myself? I might go through that tonight. Well, frankly, I don't have to go through it. All I need to do is just cut it. Just cut it right down. That's not the end of the world. Annoying, but not the end of the world. Yeah, so tomorrow will be polling day. Polling day? God, that sounds weird. Wish day? Yeah, let's go with Wish Day. That sounds good. I'll be probably pulling on the Nilo banner. Nilo. No. Nilo banner. Hopefully getting a cookie. And then I have 20 standard wishes saved up, actually, too. See if I can get a Dia. I don't think I'm anywhere close to pity on this one, but I can dream. So even if I don't get Nilu, and I lose the 50-50, I'll live. I'll be a little upset, but I'll get over it. But what I do need is a cookie. Could I please get some more cookies in the chat? Can you manifest cookie for me? You have no idea how much I need this. Those are my wishes too, Nilu and Cookie. Just because I don't have her. Yep. I've wanted Cookie for a while, so having an opportunity for that is good. Good luck on the cookie. Yes. More cookies. I need it. Soon, though. But I think that's everything I need to get done for today. That's all the, all the things to do. Unfortunately, there's no events or anything extra. I've got my video, or got some footage from my video, which is good. So today has been a productive day. Honestly, she should have been a 5-star too. She's so badass looking. She has a great design. But I'm kind of glad she's a 4-star just because she's more accessible. Which sounds kind of weird, I know, but the fact that she's a 4-star means I'll have an easier time getting her. And you aren't broke now, too. I know, right? I mean, I can do something about that. I can go broke. Hold on, give me 5 minutes. I can get myself broke. I ain't doing that. Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So I'm gonna just read this off real quick. So I always have my analytics open on my other monitor, right beside the chat, because I think I said this before.
What they say is
Don't be shy, do it.
you
No.
have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
But yeah, I like I like knowing the stats of stuff, so I like actually following the analytics. I find it super interesting. So I get to see how many like concurrent viewers I have, the chat rate, all that stuff. But there's an interesting little dip where it's like, okay, you got another person joining here, you had 3 viewers here, and then there's a point right near from about, I don't know, about an hour, a couple hours ago, where apparently I had -1 viewers. Apparently my stream content was so bad that I had a -1 viewer. That's incredible. That is amazing. Hold on, I feel like it's appropriate for talking about going broke again. The thing I went broke, I got down to 2 more with yesterday, was a single salt. So I'll buy 1 salt. 1 salt keeps the broke away. Okay, so I think unfortunately I got to wrap things up. It was a good stream though. Good we made a lot of progress. Got some good suggestions and stuff, and some good ideas. Qiqi Fridge, if Juanita, if you're still here, thanks for the suggestion. It was a good idea. I'm glad I tested that.
Sure what to do next. How about I take you on a walk?
And like I always say, if you have anyone has ideas or like think they might have a character that might work, or heck, just a team comp they want to see try it out, please throw it out there. I'm down. So thanks for hanging out as always. I'm glad that you guys all came to hang out for this one. And tomorrow is going to be patch day. So hopefully new story stuff. We got pulling to do. We got new domain. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a busy day. So looking forward to that. Hope to see you all there. And as always, have a wonderful day and cheers.